sometimes it's nice to start off with dessert. I do that every once in a while. I do. I have my meal. I'll start with dessert first, but then I'll come back and look what you're coming back to from Kansas City Steak Company. 4 pounds or 8 pounds of tenderloin tips. Juicy, delicious steak. If you want 4 pounds, it's $71.98. Your 4 easy payments there, $18. If you want the 8 pounds, it's $114.98. And your easy pay, $28.75. Now look, if you stock up, you're saving over $28. Stock up and get the 8 pound. And that's what we want you to do, because no auto delivery on this, and the price and the easy pay on this goes away at the end of the day today. Kansas City Steak Company, we love them, family owned since 1932. They supply amazing restaurants that I'm sure a lot of us have eaten at. These wonderful steaks. Ralph Pallarino, who is a chef and extraordinaire, always posting amazing things on your Instagram, making me hungry. How you doing?
I'm great. And by the way, I'm going to probably make you a little bit more hungry during our segment, because I got a salad. I got the craziest sandwich you've ever heard of. But you know, Manifa, we're talking about filet mignon. Okay, that's what we're talking about. So it doesn't matter the size. This is still filet mignon. It's one of our top sellers because you know what? It's approachable, it's affordable, and you can do so many things with these and feel confident in the kitchen, right? We're talking air fryer city, right? I mean,
yes,
this is
we love that.
It's easier than chicken. So let me show you what the tips look like after we cook them.
Come on, because I see all that juice on that table. Let's get to it.
Oh, let's go, right? Now, here we go, right? Now, by the way, this is just one of those fillet tips. You get about 14 to 16 in each bag, which is a pound, perfectly trimmed. And check this out. Now, look at that.
So you're either going to get 4 bags of these or 8 bags of these, because a pound is per bag, right?
That's correct.
And
yeah,
look at that.
Yeah, that's like think of it like a baby fillet. So like when your kids are craving like high-end filet mignon.
Well, your kids are craving, that's kind of bougie.
Yeah,
if your kids are craving high-end filet.
Well, they are bougie. My kids are bougie.
And mine too. My daughter is too, so it's okay.
So what I love about this is, especially like having these as a grandparent, you know, because my parents are actually with us right now.
Nice.
And it's something to take out of the freezer. You put in cold water, it defrosts, and now you can give those kids a little piece of filet, right? Because again, let me show you like the various sizes, because that's important, okay? So like that's one. Call that like almost 2 ounces, right? This is probably like maybe a little over 1.5 ounces.
Nice.
And then you have this one, maybe 1 ounce, right? So you see those, and then of course, again, it's filet mignon. Look at that.
That is so good. You can do so much with these, huh, Ralph?
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Yes.
So let's do your first dish. So I have some really beautiful little tomatoes I got at the store, or I should say at the market. And then I'm going to go in, I'm going to take 2 of those tips, those filet mignon tips, right? Just like that. Put it right over the tomatoes. And then, now we're talking, right?
Uh-oh, you're going to do something good. And then I had some really, some beautiful fresh mint from my garden. Nice.
Okay, just like that. A little olive oil, bang, bang, bang.
Yep.
And then, of course, here you go, right?
Yes, balsamic glaze. I love that stuff.
Right, we made that happen in, I don't know, no time, right? Now think about that. You can make a big one and just put it right in the middle of the table, right? And people are like, whoa, wait a second. What's on top of that salad? What are you going to say?
Yeah.
Filet mignon. And they go, well, where did you get all this? Is great. QVC, right? This is where it's at.
Yeah, that looks so, and that's so easy to do, right? That's super simple. You just take out some of those little tenderloin tips, and you cut them all up, and you just throw them on top of those tomatoes. Like, I love doing things like that. Super versatile food that's easy and quick to make and delicious. Lean. That's why people love filet. It's lean. It's so good. It gives you that flavor that you want, and you do feel like you're eating in a high-end steakhouse.
Yeah, and listen, you nailed it. Why do people like filet, right? Because it's tender and it's lean.
Right.
But what I love about this particular item is that if you've never had a Kansas City steak, right?
Yes.
We trust me, we give the big expensive, center cut fillets. You'll love the fact that this is kind of like an introduction to Kansas City Steak Company, because you're going to find that this meat is not just tender and lean, but guess what? It's also aged 28 days. So you get that pop of flavor. You get that richness that normally a filet just doesn't have. So I feel like you kind of get a bonus flavor profile when you taste our meat. And again, this is a great way to just check us out. And again, these are so versatile. We're going to make a sandwich now, okay? The Monifa sandwich.
Okay, listen, you can't get this on auto delivery. I'm just saying. So the 8 pounds, that's being very, very popular. We have fewer than 200 to go around in the 8 pound. We have a little bit more in the 4 pound, but don't wait to get this home. Stock up. There's no auto delivery, and this price is the one that goes away at the end of the day today. So get these little tenderloin tips home. They're so versatile. They're easy to cook. I love how you have it there. So you can see, is that the 4 pounds that you have set up on the side of you? That's a
So 4,
yep,
8.
Look at that.
So it's 4
look at that.
and 8 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so much food. Like, you can feed an army with that.
Yeah, but having in your freezer, that's the key, because don't you feel like sometimes you can't plan every day of the week?
Did you hear my thing earlier? You know, most people don't have dinner planned by 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And by then it's kind of too late, because the kids are typically getting out of school. You're typically almost getting ready to come home from work. So people don't start thinking about dinner until 4, and then they panic because they go, oh my gosh, it's going to take long for me to thaw the thing out. And then now I have to spend another hour and a half cooking. No.
30 minutes in cold water. Air fryer, go your cover, grab your onions, your tomatoes, your lettuce, and just build a beautiful salad, right?
Yeah.
Right now, I'm going to build a nice sandwich for you that I came up with.
Okay, you know I love sandwiches. Okay.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with some of that Kansas City roasted garlic butter.
Yes, please. Yes, and please.
Okay, I'm going to put that right on the bottom here, okay?
Yep, that's going to be nice.
Yes, okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take those beautiful filet mignon tenderloin tips. I'm going to use, again, I'm using 2. Now, someone could say, okay, well, Ralph, I like more meat on my sandwich. Okay, fine. Yeah. Let's use 2.5, right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to take some beautiful blue cheese, okay?
Come on, cheese.
Little tomato.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And
I would put
salt
on that tomato. I like salt on my tomatoes.
Here. I got the shake and bake.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Okay. And then there's your salad.
That's beautiful. Do you know how much that would cost in a restaurant, Ray?
How much?
Ralph, do you know how much that would cost at a rrestaurant? Like, that's an expensive sandwich.
We had a guy right next to one of the kids' stores, and it was, I won't say the name, but they sold filet mignon sandwiches.
Okay.
That was like their thing, right? So I'm like, all right, I got to try it, because I'm like, what are they using for that, right? Now, the sandwich was about $15. It was the same sandwich I showed you here, minus 3 or 4 of those filet tips.
Wow. So you got a little sandwich.
Well, I feel like I knew too much, unfortunately, right? Because I know what we sell them for. But again, look at that. That's a beautiful sandwich.
Yeah.
And now you have a filet mignon sandwich. Like, imagine this for lunch, right?
Yes,
or
please.
Tailgating. Tailgating would be great, because they cook up so fast on like a flat top.
Right.
Sometimes I use my my flat top for these, and they get a nice crispy exterior, and then you have that buttery, rich filet mignon inside each of these little nuggets.
So listen, if you want the 8 count or the 8 pound, we only have about 150 left. There is no auto delivery on these, and this price is going away the end of the day today. Stock up. You may have gotten these home before, and you know how easy they are to prepare. We're talking about beautiful, aged for 28 days filet mignon. It's just the little tips. And now you get these, it's basically like you're getting these nuggets of all different sizes that you can do so much with. I think about fall, so Ralph, my mind is going to chili. You know what I mean? I love a good steak chili.
Oh,
come on
you like Mongolian beef? You ever had Mongolian beef?
I love Mongolian beef.
Try using these for all your Asian dishes that you're using like a protein.
Yes.
And when you're ready, I'd love to kind of go into where do these tips come from? Because
I was just going to ask you that.
Like,
Please, let's
okay.
talk about what part of the filet it comes from, because people go, tips, is it a quality meat?
Yes. Okay. So now, first of all, little meat 101, right? The tenderloin is what, filet mignon, right? This is another word for it. The tenderloin is this big.
Right.
Okay. There's no other filet mignon that exists on the cattle. This is a tenderloin. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much to go. And that's why people say, why is it so expensive? Because there's just not much of it. Now, again, it's only about, and I'm not exaggerating,
Right.
it's only about that length, okay?
Right.
In the middle, now picture this, we probably cut 2 to 3 8-ounce center cut filet mignons if we're lucky, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, what do you do with the rest of that filet mignon, right?
Right.
Because what happens is it goes like this. It just tapers right down. So we're like, we got to grab what's called the tips of the tenderloin, still filet mignon, but more approachable, more affordable, and you could do so much with them. That's what we got.
That is amazing that we get to take advantage of all of that juicy, tender, lean filet. Look at how it comes. See those little individual bags? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 of them. So that's your 8 pounds. If you're getting 4, you're getting half of that. But this is where you definitely want to stock up, because remember, there is no reorder on this, and this price is expiring at the end of the day today. Make your steak and eggs in the morning with these, perfect for that. Make your steak sandwiches for lunch for sure. If you're gonna have these for dinner, maybe do a little surf and turf, add a little crab cake or a piece of fish with them. But they're so great and super versatile, easy to cook up. Like anybody can cook these up and be successful with them, because you can put them in the air fryer. And like you said, Ralph, I love you said that that's probably easier to cook than chicken. And I agree, because they're so tiny, so it's really nice. So if you again want the 8 pounds, we only have 130 to go around, and that is it. So don't wait. If you want the 4 pound, we still got you there. You're either gonna pay $18 on an Easy Pay for the 4 pound, or you're gonna pay $28.75. Get that 8 pound home, stock up and save. It's M92691 for these gorgeous 4 pound or 8 pound tenderloin tips from Kansas City Steak Company. Ralph, thank you so much.
See ya.
All right, you take care.